Hello there and welcome to my channel Novice Modelling and the Midlife Crisis. My name is Andy and as you can see we've got a rather cool looking kit in front of us today. This is the Dragon German Super Heavy Tank Mouse kit number 6007. This is part of Mikey from Cornwall's collection because I'm currently in his model barn. So our what's in the box kit reviews are slightly different because we're not taking the parts out of the plastic because obviously the kit doesn't belong to me. So we'll start off, as always, we'll read out a little bit of blurb that's provided to us by Dragon, and then we'll go through the instructions and we'll have a look at the parts as well. So, as the war progressed during World War II, the German leaders felt the need for a super heavy tank that would be undestroyable, with the opinion that the heaviest armour and heaviest firepower were more important than speed. Both Krupp and Porsche were given orders to design such a tank. The Porsche design was chosen, and the work on the Porsche Type 205 Mouse started in summer 1942. Two Mouse tanks were eventually completed and tested. These prototypes, V1 and V2, were rumoured to have engaged in battles with the Red Army. As the war ended in 1945, the Russians were able to find the two partially destroyed prototypes. It seems that the V1 hull and V2 turret were combined and transported back to Russia for test purposes. This restored Mouse is currently stored in the Klublinka collection, and our kit design is based on actual measurements of this vehicle. The Mouse is more than a travelling bunker than a tank. It weighed 188 tons and has the heaviest armour. With the 1200 PS engine system, the Mouse could achieve a top speed of 20 kilometers per hour. The driver and radio operator sit in the front of the vehicle, while the commander, gunner and two loaders occupy the turret. In the turrets fitted an enormous 12.8 centimetre KWK gun developed from an anti-aircraft gun and a coaxial 7.5 centimetre KWK mounted to the right. So it's actually got two weapons inside. Oh, you can see actually there's the main gun and there's another gun there. Wow, didn't realise that. Crew of 6. Overall length just over 9 metres, weight 188 tonnes, main gun 12.8 centimetre KWK gun, secondary armament coaxial 7.5 centimetre KWK gun and an MG34 machine gun, 1200 PS engine and a top speed of 20 kilometers per hour. So just pop that out of the way. We'll have a look at the instructions next. Get to section 1. It's very sort of bland on the exterior, I suppose you could say, so there's not a massive amount of parts, but there's a hell of a lot going on with the tracks. So section 1, we'll just get that in a little bit. We're going to be, as always it seems with the tank, we're going to be starting with the road wheels and drive sprockets. This has a double set of wheels, so they go here in section 2 with the sprockets front and rear. There is the main section of the top of the hull. We have a selection of hatches and ports to go on it. We have a sort of reverse sort of gun shield sort of thing going on here as well. A couple more going on here. These look like a couple of lights at the rear. Try and get this open, it's rather cold. Is that it? That can't be it, surely. Oh, actually, sorry, I was a bit confused then. So section 4, we're going to mount the top of the hull onto our pre-built bottom. And then we're going to attach all our links together and form the tracks. As you can see here, there are certain links that need to go in a certain position. And there's lots of them. Section 5, this looks like a rear fuel tank, which is bolted onto the back. Section 6, we've got our main armaments and our secondary armaments going into the mantlet. The turret, which is as big as some tanks, is unearthed here, and we're going to attach the gun to it. Section 7, again we've got a few more viewing ports or whatever going on the top. And in number 8, we're going to put the turret onto the tank. So, I mean, apart from the tracks, it doesn't look that hard really, which is kind of confusing for such a big vehicle. Now we have a marking and painting diagram here with Berlin 1945 with a rather incredibly interesting colour design of two-tone grey and very pale blue, which looks unearthly, I suppose. And we can see we've got some kill markings on it as well. There is a sprue checklist diagram on the rear. And now we'll have a look at the parts. Let's have a look at the decals first. Kind of bland, nothing much going on. We have some crosses and a whole bunch of numbers and our tally marks as well, with some stripes to go on the barrel. So first off, we have in the plastic, sorry I can't take these out, we have the under section of the hull. There's not an awful lot of detail going on here, which I'm sure is as per what it is. We have a couple of access hatches here to the rear, and this looks like a crew evacuation point here as well. That's that part done. This is the top section of the hull, and that's my hand. Let's just compare it to something that you can get. This is a 1 litre bottle. It's about the size of a 1 litre bottle. That's basically how big it is. It's huge. So we've got a whole load of gratings and grills here, a whole load of access points to get into the engine. We've got a possibly a crew access point here. It's saying that's the front. I'm guessing that's the front. And this is the front here. So the front is the engine is front mounted, obviously. And then we have a whole load of hatches and things going on here as well. Or is that the front? Let's have a look. Let's get this. This is the turret. Yeah, that's got to go like that, hasn't it? So that's the front there. Sorry about that. You know, you guys probably know exactly what it is, but I didn't have a clue. So we've got the turret here. We've got, looks like it's got some fine sort of welding marks on it around here, which is quite a nice touch. And you can see them there, where the armor plates were fused together, and here as well. So that's a nice touch. It's what you get when you get a quality kit, I suppose. And we have a whole bunch of access hatches here on the top also. This sprue is our side section. So these are armor plated side sections. As you can see, we've got welding marks where I guess they should be. We have this huge exterior fuel tank. We have some drive sprockets on the side. We have this sort of gun shield here, this armor shield here. These, I'm guessing, are going to be some rather large hatches, possibly for loading the ammunition. I'm not exactly certain. Nice looking lump of plastic. It's going to be the section to put our turret, mount our turret on. So that's the top section. We have our gun mantles here. We have our 2 weapons. There's our main armament, and that's going to be our secondary armament there. Well, looks like it should. And then we move on to this little baggie here, which is full of 6 identical screws, which contain all of our road wheels and all of our track sections, which you can see are kind of wide to actually put together. Going to have a whole bunch of suspension mounting points here as well, I should think. So 9 minutes and we're done. So there we go. So that is the Dragon German Super Tank Mouse, kit number 6007 by Dragon. There's a picture. And like I've said, I'm currently at Mikey's Model Barn in Cornwall, doing some videos and reviewing some of his slightly more interesting kits. So there'll be more of these to follow. And obviously there will be sporadic bursts of the contents of Mikey's Model Barn coming up over the next couple of weeks or months. Mikey's off on his jollies in a week or so. And shortly we'll be trying to put you guys together so as you can buy some of the kits that he wants to dispose of, because he's pretty much given up the modelling game, apart from his 172s. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little shorter than normal and not quite so detailed review of a kit. It's kind of a cool one. So please do like and subscribe, and as always, be seeing you.